Milwaukee, where Milwaukee Public Schools officials are taking questions from the board about their plan to test for lead and clean it up all across the district.
CBS 58's AJ Byattpour is here with what we learned and the questions the board and the public still have tonight. AJ.
Just from Natalie, good evening. MPS officials released their lead action plan on Monday. The board then called a special meeting tonight where members could question Superintendent Brenda Cassellius and other top administrators about it. One key area where there is still limited info available is how much this will all cost.
When can parents expect their child's school to be inspected? When can parents expect that the work might be done in their school?
We have almost completed a physical survey of the first 54 schools where somebody physically went in, checked the building out, checked each room out.
Members of the MPS board seek details Wednesday about the district's plan to test more than 100 older schools for lead. So far, a total of 9 schools have been closed at various points this year due to high lead levels. District officials say their immediate priorities are expanding their ability to inspect more schools. That will include hiring outside consultants as well as contractors to do cleanup work as needed. Superintendent Brenda Cassellius says the efforts have cost $2 million so far, but we don't know how much all this testing and cleaning will eventually cost.
We are adjusting right now our plan as we move forward based on what we're seeing and the site visits and the visualizations that they're doing to be able to adjust those costs. But we don't have a real number because the number of shifts and changes.
As for the timeline of what's ahead, the district plans to test all 54 schools built before 1950 by the start of the next school year. It plans to get to the remaining 52 schools built between then and the 1978 ban on lead paint by the end of December. Cassellius says Milwaukee is facing hard conversations about which schools are worth renovating and which should be closed and consolidated into new buildings.
I really think that we have some reckoning to do here as a community, and we need to start thinking about the buildings we want to send our children to.
For now, there are more immediate questions that still need answers.
Let's get into the details a little more because people are really hungry for that.
Well, the Milwaukee Teachers Union is calling for the city to use some of its new sales tax dollars to help MPS test and clean up those schools. A spokesman for Mayor Cavalier Johnson tells me today, while the city technically owns those school buildings, they're MPS's responsibility under state law. And he adds that while the city health department is heavily involved, the city itself does not have the resources to pay for the work that's still ahead.